races with possibilities, your heart pounds with excitement, and you tell yourself this time will be different. You work late into the night, fueled by pure passion. But then Tuesday arrives. The work is harder than you thought. Wednesday comes, and the excitement has dulled to a whisper. By Friday, you're scrolling through your phone, wondering why you ever thought you could do this. Sound familiar? You're not broken. You're just running on the wrong fuel. Let me tell you about Leo, a young watchmaker who inherited his father's legendary shop. Leo had talent that could make grown men weep. His hands could work magic with gears smaller than tears. But talent wasn't his problem. Leo was addicted to the rush of new ideas. His notebook overflowed with designs for impossible clocks, magnificent machines that would make him famous. He'd start each project with burning passion, working through the night, feeling like a genius. But the moment he hit a difficult problem, the moment the work became slow and tedious, his fire would die. He'd abandon the project and chase the next shiny idea, leaving a graveyard of half-finished dreams in his wake. His father's customers stopped coming. Dust settled on the counters like snow. The shop that once hummed with life now echoed with silence and failure. Then an old man walked through the door carrying a grandfather clock that hadn't ticked in 50 years. Every expert had declared it impossible to fix. The man's eyes held desperate hope. "They say you have your father's gift. I'll pay enough to save your shop if you can make it work again." Leo's heart exploded with excitement. This was it. His chance to prove he was extraordinary. The first 3 days felt like destiny. Leo carefully dismantled the magnificent machine, revealing a universe of over 1,000 tiny parts. But then reality set in. To find the problem, he had to clean and inspect every single piece. Hour after hour of mind-numbing tedium. His motivation evaporated like morning mist. 1 week in, he knocked a tray of screws onto the floor. As he crawled on his hands and knees collecting them, tears of rage and shame burned his eyes. He decided to quit. That night, unable to sleep with his failure, Leo found his father's old journals hidden in a dusty drawer. He expected to read about genius, about inspiration, about the art of mastery. Instead, he found something that changed everything. Page after page of simple entries: Tuesday, cleaned Mrs. Gable's watch. Took 3 hours. The third gear was worn. Wednesday, spent all day on the mainspring. Failed to fix it. Will try again tomorrow. His father hadn't been driven by inspiration. He was driven by something far more powerful. At the end of the journal, his father had written, "A man who works only when inspired will have many beginnings and no endings." The great clock doesn't tick because it feels inspired. It ticks because it follows its rule, second after second. You don't show up because you feel good. You show up, and in doing the work, you might begin to feel good. The words hit Leo like lightning splitting a tree. He'd been waiting for permission from his feelings. But feelings are liars. Feelings are unreliable friends who abandon you when you need them most. The next morning, Leo made a new rule. 4 hours every morning on the clock. No excuses. No waiting for inspiration. Just work. The first week was torture. His brain screamed for novelty, for excitement, for anything but this boring work. But slowly, something miraculous happened. He began to find beauty in the small victories. The perfect fit of 2 gears. The shine of polished brass. He wasn't just fixing a clock. He was becoming someone new. 3 weeks later, he found it. A single bent tooth on a gear so small it was almost invisible. He fixed it, reassembled the 1,000 pieces, and held his breath. Then the clock began to tick. That sound was sweeter than any applause, any praise, any rush of inspiration. It was the sound of a promise kept. When the old man returned and heard his father's clock ticking again, tears ran down his weathered face. "You've given me back a piece of my life." Leo learned what his father knew: motivation starts the engine, but discipline drives the journey. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for inspiration. Just show up. Do the next small thing. That's where real power lives.